All right. Greetings, fellow grade 11s. It's Mr. Shajari here, and welcome to Back to Basics. Look, now I want us today just to look at these, few concepts, and I just wanted to cover the concept of K method so that now everyone can be in a position to just understand the general understandings of, your K method, right? Now, for an example, let's say we are having this example. We are given two to the power of what? 2 to the power of 2x plus 2 to the power of x subtract 6 is equal to 0. Now, how do we go about solving for this? Now, we are having these, fundamental basic principles when it comes to using our K method. Now, firstly, for an example, this, you can still represent this as what? As 2 to the power of x close bracket squared. This is going to be plus 2 to the power of x subtract your 6 is equals to 0, right? And now whenever we are using our K method, what basically we are going to do, we are going to say now, for an example, we are going to let 2 to the power of x to be equals to your K, right? So basically, which means now where there is 2 to the power of x, you are going to what? You are going to put it in your K. Okay. So now if you are doing that, which means what is it that you're going to have? So which means in every space where you are finding 2 to the power of x, you're going to write k. So which means this one is going to be same as what? K, right? It's going to be k squared plus, remember here it's 2 to the power of x, which means it's going to be same as what also? This is going to be your k. Subtract 6 is equals to 0, right? And now that you're having this, which means this is going to be your what? This is going to be your trinomial, because this is going to be k squared plus k subtract 6 is equals to 0. And now when you're here, now you are going to what? You are going to open your two brackets. You're going to open your two brackets, equate them to 0, and then find out what are going to be your value of your k's, right? Now, so when you're factorizing here, look, the best factors that can give you positive k, it's going to what? It's going to be 2 and also your 3. And obviously now, because k is positive, you're going to have the positive, the bigger factor being positive and the other one being negative, because that combination can give you your positive k. So which means now the value of your k is, your k, you are going to have k minus 2, right? So it's going to be k minus 2, which is equals to 0. Or you are going to have what? Or you are going to have your k, or you are going to have your k plus 3, which is equals to 0. Now, which means now the value of your k here, it's going to be same as what? Your value of your k, it's going to be same as your 2, or your value of your k is going to be same as negative 3. Now, however, the question is, here you are what? You are solving for x, right? You are solving for x. So basically now, when you're solving for x, when you found the values of k, that's not going to be a solution, which means now you are going to come back to what you let. Remember, you let 2 to the power of x to be equals to k, right? So which means this is going to be 2 to the power of x is equals to now that you have the value of your k, which was 2, now you're going to say 2 to the power of x is equals to your 2, which means the value of your x, remember 2, 2 is same as 2 to the power of 1, which means your value of your x is going to be equals to 1. Now in this side, what is it that you're going to have? You're going to say 2 to the power of x is equals to what? Is equals to negative 3. And now whenever you are having your 2 to the power of x, which is equal to the negative value, how to get the solution that you're going to find here, it's always going to be undefined, right? Or you're just going to write no solution. How to get? So basically that is going to be that you are going to write undefined or no solution, right? Now, let's say I get you something else, right? Let's say now I get you another problem, right? Let's say I get you now your second problem. Let's just make up our space here so that we can understand what is it that is required of us, right? All right, let's just make up our space. Now, let's say I find you another example, right? Now, let's say in your second example, what is it basically that you are having? Let's say now in your second example, I give you that, let's say you are having 2 to the power of what? 2x. This is going to be plus 2, right? And then this is going to be subtract 5. Let's say it's 5 multiplied by 2 to the power of x. And then this is going to be is equals to negative 1. Now, where are we going to start here? Right? Now, where are we going to start here? Let's see. Now, so the first thing that you are going to do firstly is let's try and write all of these in factor form. Now, if you write this in factor form, what is it that you are going to have? So this is going to be same as what? 2 to the power of what? 2x multiplied by what? Multiplied by 2, which is going to be squared. Remember, you're just writing this 2 to the power of 2x plus 2. And remember, the 2 to the power of 2x plus 2, the 2 to the power of 2x plus 2, basically, now it means what? Now it means you are multiplying powers of the same base. That's why you are having what? 2 to the power of 2x plus 2. So this is how you write it in factor form. So this is going to be subtract 5 multiplied by 2 to the power of x. Now you're going to take the 1 on this side, right? So when you take the 1 on this side, it's going to be plus 1 is equals to what? Is equals to 0. Altogether. Now from here, what is it that you are going to have? Now, I want you to look at this. Remember, we are saying 2 to the power of what? Of 2x is the same as what? It is going to be same as 2 to the power of x close bracket squared. This is literally one and the same thing. These two things are one and the same thing. Or basically, when you're having 2 to the power of what? Of 2x. This means you are having 2x as your exponent. Now, what is this going to be now from here? So, which means now, what is it that you're going to do here? You're going to come back and say, now from here, you can still write this as what? You can still write this as 2 to the power of x close bracket squared. Okay. Now, this is going to be multiplied by your 2 squared. This is going to subtract 5 multiplied by 2 to the power of x plus what? Plus 1, which is going to be equal to 0. Now that you are having everything, now you are going to say, look, you are having 2 to the power of x here, and you're having 2 to the power of x here. So what is it that you're going to do? Now you are going to say, we are going to let, right? You are going to let, you are going to let your 2 to the power of x to be equals to your k. Okay, so which means everywhere where you are having what? Where you are having 2 to the power of x, you're going to write your k. And now that you are having that, let's see, what is it that you're going to do? Now you're going to come back and say, this is going to be same as what? K, close bracket squared, multiplied by 2 squared is same as 4. But let's just write this as 2 now, 2 squared, so that you just understand. This is going to be 2 squared, subtract, this is going to be 5 multiplied by k. This is going to be plus what? Plus 1 is equals to 0. So what does this basically mean? Now this is going to be same as what? What is 2 squared? Now 2 squared is same as 4. So basically means this is going to be your 4k squared, right? Because k multiplied by squared is going to be k squared, and 2 squared is same as 4, right? This is going to be subtract 5k. This is subtract 5k plus your 1 is equals to 0, right? Now, this is going to be your trinomial or your quadratic. So you are going to just open your 2 brackets, equate this to 0. So what is it that you're going to have now? What you're going to have here, it's going to be same as 4 k now and k. And the factors that can give us your 5, it's going to be same as what? If you're having 1 and 1 here, and say you're having negative and negative, definitely this is going to give you what? This is going to give you your what? Your negative 5 as your middle term. So which means now from here you are going to equate. This is going to be same as 4k subtract 1 is equals to 0, or your k subtract 1 is equals to 0. And now from here, what is it that you're going to do? So you're going to come back and say 4k is going to be equals to 1, divide by 4, you divide by 4, which means now your k is going to be same as what? 1 over 4. Or in this side, your k is going to be same as what? Your k is going to be same as your 1. And now from here, what is it that you are going to have now from here? Now, then what you are going to have basically from here is that you are going to stay. And now remember, you are looking for what? You are looking for x, not for k. Now you are going to come back. Remember, you said you let your 2 to the power of x to be equals to k. Now you do have your solution of k, right? This is your solution of k. So which means you are going to say now 2 to the power of x is equals to 1 over your 4. And now, if that's the case, what is it that you're going to have? Now, remember, 1 over 4 can still be written in terms of what? I want us to deal with this. 1 over your 4 is still the same as what? Let's say we write this here. It's still the same as 2 to the power of x, which is equals to, remember, 1 over your 4 can still be written in terms of 1 over your 2 squared. And when you take your 2 squared into your numerator, this is the same as 2 to the power of -2. So which means this is the same as your 2 to the power of what? Of -2. Which means now the value of your x here, it's going to what? It's going to be your -2. Oh, now on this one, remember here, your value of your k was equals to 1. So if your value of your k was equals to 1, what is it that you're going to do now? You're going to say, this is 2 to the power of x is equals to 1. And remember, 1 can still be represented in terms of what? 2 to the power of 0. How to get? So this is going to be same as 2 to the power of x and 2 to the power of 0, which means your value of your x here is going to be equals to 0. How to get? So now this is going to be how you solve this type of question. Let's say we go to the next one. I wanted just to give you 4 different examples so that you can be in a position to do and solve your K methods, right? Now, let's say we make up our space now here to solve again for our K. How to get? Now, let's say now I want us to find out something that is going to be a little bit, complicated in some sort. Let's just make up our space here. This is us making up our space. Yes, yes, right. Now, so from here, let's see now, what is it that you are going to have? Let's say I give you that now. You are having this one. You are having 3 to the power of x. Subtract what? This is going to be subtract your 3 1 subtract your x, this is going to be subtract 2 is equals to 0, right? Now, the first thing that you are going to do on this one, you are obviously going to write this in factor form. When you write this in factor form, this is same as what? 3 to the power of x subtract what? Subtract 3 to the power of 1, which is same as 3 multiplied by 3 to the power of -x minus 2 is equals to 0. But now I want you to take note here. Your x here is negative. To the power of x here is negative. So what is it that you are going to do now? If you are having your negative x, so which means, and remember, if let's say you are having a to the power of -1, the answer here is still the same as 1 over what? Over your a. So which means the same rule. You are going to say this is going to be same as 3, right? This is going to be same as 3 to the power of x. Subtract, you are having your 3 here. Now you're going to write the 3 to the power of -x in your denominator. So which means this is going to be over your what? Over your x subtract your 2 is equals to 0. Okay, now you are having your value of your x as what? Your value of your x as what? As positive. So what is it that you are going to have now from here? You are going to say, let's let our what? Let's let our 3 to the power of x to be equals to k. Isn't it so? Now, and when you are doing that, now you are going to come back. Let's get our another nicer color here. So now after you've done that, what is it that you are going to do? Now you are going to say, look, from here, where there is 3 to the power of x, you're going to write k, which means this is going to be k, subtract your 3 over your k, subtract what? Subtract your 2 is equals to 0. Now, I want you to notice something. Can you see that you are having a fraction of your k? Now, and you know that for you to get rid of your fraction, you need to multiply everything with your k altogether. So when you multiply everything with your k, what is it that you're going to do? You're going to multiply everything with k altogether, or with 1 over k, so that you get rid of this fraction. So which means now if you multiply your k here, it's going to be what? This is going to be k squared. Now the k in your numerator, remember here it's going to be same as -3 over k multiplied by your k. So these k's are going to cancel. So this is going to be same as -3. Subtract your 2. Then the 2 you are going to multiply it by k also. This is going to be k is equals to 0. Now this is going to be equals to 0. Then from here, this is going to be k squared. Now let's just write this in standard form. Subtract your 2k, subtract your 3 is equals to 0. You open your two brackets. You open your two brackets. Now this is going to be equals to 0. Remember, this now is in standard form. Just find out your k. Just find out your k here. And now the factors that can give us -2 here, it's same 3 and 1. And remember here, you're having your negative, which means the bigger factor must be negative, and this one is going to be positive. And now from here, which means you are going to say k plus 1 is equals to 0, or k minus 3 is equals to 0. So which means the value of your k is going to be same as what? Your value of your k is going to be same as -1, and your k here it's going to be same as your 3. And now, remember, we are not solving for our k, are we? Definitely not, right? So which means if we are not solving for our k, what is it that you are going to do now? You are going to come back to the same expression, right? Let's try and write it here, right? Let's just make up our space here. Now let's try and write it, whatever that is remaining here. So we are going to say now, remember you've already found out that your k is equal to -1. So you are going to say now 3 to the power of x is equals to -1, right? And whenever you are having a negative of your k as negative, your answer here is going to be what? No solution, right? No solution, or this is going to be undefined. But now if you are looking for this second one, remember the other k, it was what? It was equals to 3. So this is going to be same as what? Now this is going to be same as your this is going to be same as your 3 to the power of x is equals to your 3. And remember 3, it's same as 1. Remember, I just substituted your k as your 3. And now this is going to be what? Your x is going to be equals to 1. Okay. Now basically this is how you are going to solve this type of question, right? I mean, now that you're getting this, let me just, put in some very last example, so that now you can be in a position to understand these all k methods, and now so that whenever you get such encounter, you can be in a position to solve all of them, right? Now let me just get you another last example, right? I'm telling you, from here you'll definitely know how to use k method. All right, okay. So let me just get you some last thing. All right. Hopefully you're still with me here. Hopefully you are still listening, right? Let's get now something else, right? Now look, let's say now I give you this one. This is x squared. Subtract your 2x, right? Now this is going to be plus your 3 plus what? This is going to be plus your 2. This is going to be 2 over your what? This is going to be fraction 2 over your x squared. Subtract your 2x is equals to 0. I'm sure now where you are seated, you are wondering in terms of, hey, how am I going to even solve for this type of question? Look, just relax now and see in terms of how can you solve this. Now, you are going to say now everything, right? You are going to let this, right? I want you to identify something. Now, if you can look at this, you are having x squared subtract your 2x, right? Here you're also having your denominator of your x squared subtract your 2x. Okay, so which means there's something that you can do with that. How can you solve that? Now you're going to say, if you're going to start by you're going to let your what? Now in this case, you're going to let your x squared subtract 2x be equals to your k altogether, right? Basically, you understand that particular process, isn't it? So, which means where there is x squared subtract 2x, just write k, right? So if you do that, which means this is going to be same as what? Now you are going to say, do I have a space where I had x squared subtract 2x? Definitely you had one, right? So which means this is going to be now your k plus your 3, and then this is going to be plus your 2. And remember, over your 2, you're having x squared subtract your 2x, which means this is going to be over your k is equals to your 0. And now that you have that, remember on this other example, we said now if you want to get rid of the denominator of your k, just going to multiply by what? Just going to multiply by k everywhere, right? So in this entire thing, right, this entire expression, you're going to multiply it by what? By k. So which means when you start here, this is going to be same as what? This is going to be same as k squared when you multiply by k. Now when you multiply the 3, it's going to be plus 3k. Now when you multiply the 2, now when you say 2 over your what? 2 over your k multiply by k, can you see that the k and k in the denominator are going to cancel, right? So which means here you're going to have the positive 2 is equals to what? Is equals to 0. Definitely now you are having something that you literally understand. Now that you understand this, what is it that you're going to have? Now just open your two brackets. As always, equate these things to 0, which means this is going to be your k here, your k there, right? Now, the factors of 2, same as 1 and 2. And you are looking for your your middle term, which is 3k. So basically you're going to just make both of these to be positive, right? Because now if you're having your 2k plus k, it's going to give you your 3k. Okay, so now from there you're going to say, look, this is going to be your k plus 1 is equals to 0, or your what, or your k plus 2 is equals to 0, right? Hopefully you can see that. Let me just remove that for you, right? Let me just remove that for you. And now that you are there, what is it that you're going to have? Now you're going to say from here, remember your k now is going to be equals to what? Your k is going to be equals to your -1. Here your k is going to be equals to what? Your -2. Now remember, in this case, you've let what? You've let x squared subtract 2x to be equals to your k. So this is going to be same as equals to -1. The other one, right? Let me just also write the other one. The other one here, it's going to be same as what? This is going to be same as, remember this -2 here, which means this is going to be your x squared subtract 2x is equals to what? Is equals to -2. Now you're having your trinomial. You're still going to solve that, is it? Right? So which means this is going to be your x squared subtract what? Subtract 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. Open your two brackets, right? Opening your two brackets, this is going to be your x, and this is going to be your x, then this is going to be your 1 and 1, and this is going to be negative, and this is going to be negative. So which means your value of your x here, your x is going to be same as what? Your x is going to be same as 1. Oh, it's okay. Right. Which means your x here is going to be same as 1, or your x is equals to what? Is equals to 1. Remember, you're having two solutions of your x. Now you come in here. Now, what is going to be the solution of your x in here? Now here you are having what? You're having x squared subtract 2x plus what? This is going to be plus 2 is equals to 0. And now, is there a way that you can solve for this one? Now, if you can check this one, let's say you want to solve this one. Basically, there's no way that you can factorize this, right? There's no way that you can factorize this. Now, or if let's say now we want to try out our quadratic formula and see whether it's going to assist us in this case. And remember, we are saying our quadratic formula is given by what? X is equals to -b plus minus square root of what? Of b squared subtract 4ac over what? Over your 2a. Now, this is going to be your x is equals to negative. Remember, this represents your a, this represents your b, and this represents your c. Now, if you plug this, this is going to be negative. What is going to be your b? This is going to be -2. Plus minus, what is the other b here? It's still -2 squared. This is going to be subtract your 4. What is your a? Your a is given by 1, and your c is given by 2, right? This is going to be, everything is going to be divided by what? Everything is going to be divided by 2 into 1. And even here, even if you are using your quadratic formula, the answer that you are going to get for your x is going to be what? Undefined. Or you're going to get an error, right? So if you're getting an error, which means there's no solution. So basically, which means your solutions that you're going to have here is when your x is equals to 1, right? That's okay. So basically, this is how you are going to solve these types of k methods. Okay. Now, hopefully this makes sense to you now, and you're going to be in a position to solve anything and everything that has to do with k method. So we are going to just end our video here, and thank you very much for watching.